Okay, what we got to do next is actually put the video together. I imagine this will be the longest video, but it's, I mean, the most important part, I assume. All right, I use a program called Shotcut. You can use, of course, whatever you like. I'll just show you the way I do it, and you can adapt it or change it or whatever you want to do. So there are four pieces to the video, at least the way I do it. The first, obviously, is the recording itself. Grab it.
Good morning,
You
everyone.
can hear the audio.
Matthew 21 is going to be
Just grab it, drag it down here. Because I have cleaned up the audio, I don't need this one, so I can right click and say detach audio and then select it and delete it. Then I need to grab the corrected audio, which happens to be right here.
Good morning, everyone.
You can hear it's cleaned
Matthew
up.
21 is going to be the beginning.
Drop that there. So now they should be in sync. The next thing I need to do is figure out where to start the video. What we do is we cut out the initial things. This was a 9
That's
a.m.
why
lesson.
we're here. And so if you're here and maybe
And so we're just kind of finding the right place. Jordan Talks kind of
Phoenix, Arizona will be with us. He's
still about blast. Usually you can see it by the
Jesus. I put out a message this past week about
here. So let me back up.
you're
Make
strong
sure.
and started focusing on Jesus. I put out a message this past
That's
week
a good
about
place to stop it, or start it. So go here, shotcut. The key is S to split. You have to split both because they're together. Select that one, delete it, select that one, delete it. On my Mac, it's backspace. I'm not sure what it is in Windows. Then we just drag these backwards and put them at the very beginning. And again, since I've got since I've updated the audio, I need to do both. Okay, so there's that. Piece number 3 is that slide we did earlier. It's right over here. So right click over here in the video area and say track operations, add video track. Then come and open, Command O, Control O, I'm sure, on Windows. I saved it here. You can see it. I'm going to drop it the same starting place. Maybe. Okay, that's correct. And now I don't want it to last, I let it last 3 seconds. So I drag this down until the value on the right becomes 3 even. And then I put a filter on it so it'll disappear. I add a fade out video filter. So it's just down here. Here are the tabs. So fade out video. And I say adjust opacity instead of fade with black. So it'll kind of disappear into the other one.
I put out a message this past week about how
There we go. And we've got that effect ready. Next, let's go to the end. And let's see where he stopped. Let's see where we are.
and be dismissed to our classes. Let's be standing for that prayer, please.
So it got cut off pretty soon.
And everything we do, listen to this sign.
So
We do this, or we're going to be a people who are striving in all things to be pleasing to Him. And that's our goal. Thank you so much for studying with me this morning.
So there's not a great break there. Let me back up a little bit and play it. And see.
And brethren, we don't speak for Jesus. We listen to Him. We listen to Him. And everything we do, listen to this sign. We do this, or we're going to be a people who are striving in all things to be pleasing to Him. And that's our goal. Thank you so much for studying with me.
All right, so this sounds like a decent place. So I'm going to click it, split both of them again. I need to leave a little bit of time because we got to transition to the closing credits. So delete those. And then I need to add Ricky's postscript. I'll get that to you. I just recorded it. Let's see, it's down here.
Thank you for connecting with us
when
this
you
morning.
first put it in, just put it
We're so thankful
at
that
the end. The way Shotcut does transitions, or at least, well, actually, I think all transitions, you just kind of pull it over here like this a little bit, And the default is fade one to the other, so it looks like this.
And everything we do, listen to this time.
Thank you for connecting with us.
Decent transition. All right. Next up, we need to do some filtering. So I'm going to back up here. I don't know if you can see.
Ricky is going to be devoting the majority of the 1050.
Now, there's a little bit of a delay in the video. The audio is a little bit ahead. I've tried to fix this in OBS, but it doesn't seem to matter. So I'm going to go create a filter. I've got the audio selected, so I add a delay filter. This isn't the round thing, this means it's audio. And I've got a preset. I set it back 0.07 seconds or 70 milliseconds. In Shotcut, you have to be careful to get these right. So I set the delay, the feedback all the way down, dry all the way down, wet. This is, if you don't set these right, you'll get kind of a distorted, like he's saying everything twice. Once you've done that, once you set that up, you can hit the plus sign to save it like I did. So now,
sermons for the first part of the year on lessons relating.
So it looks in sync again. The next thing I do, it's harder to tell on this monitor. It's not my laptop's monitor, but it's a little bit dark, I find. So I have a brightness one. I've selected the video this time, so I have a preset for this. Make it a little bit brighter. Seems to be good to me. Again, on this screen, it might not look much different. The better the screen you've got, the better off you'll be doing these. So I got that. Let's see. I don't need any of those. Gain volume. The only other one, maybe think about, if you don't use the video enhance AI to update the video to clean it up, you can use this wavelet one. It will make your processing very slow. It's all on the CPU and it's single threaded, so like one core gets hammered or anyway. So I'm not going to do it. It also messes up your thing. I believe that's it. Make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Color grading, I don't need that. I need to crop. Fade is all set up, and don't need that. Okay. So now it's time to export. So go over to export. I use the defaults here. If you want to see the advanced, output to MP4. It does it at, well, I think it starts at 8 megabytes or megabits per second. 8 is actually fine. I had it at 12 when I was doing 4K. And leave all this the same. Audio, I don't bother changing. You can make this mono if you want. It doesn't really matter. And then hit export file. Then this is where I put our naming convention in. So this is 2023, January 8th, first one. And the title is Why Does It Matter? And something I've been doing for the last year or so, something that Noah Diesel Camp requested, is putting the speaker's name in there. So I put it in the file name, and then when I save it to YouTube, I save it there. So set that up, MP4, hit save, and off it goes, and I won't make you watch. Depending on your speed of the computer, usually on my 13-inch MacBook Pro, the last of the Intel ones, it usually does better than 1 minute per thing, but can vary. So anyway, this is up to you. Just let that run and go off and do whatever else you want to do. Thanks.